This is the overview for an arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic sequence is any collection of numbers with a specific pattern, and that pattern has to change by adding or by subtracting the same amount every time. You cannot multiply, you cannot divide. The pattern must be adding or subtracting. If I take a look at this collection of numbers, 4, 7, 10, 13, and 6, and I look at the change in between my 4 and 7, that's a plus 3. My change between my 7 and my 10, that's a plus 3. And change between 10 and 13, another plus 3. So what am I doing every single time? I am adding 3 every single time. So this is a perfect example of a nice arithmetic sequence. My very first term, number 1, A1 is 4. My second term, A2 is 7. My third term, A3 is 10, and so on. So I can name all my terms in this pattern. After a while, I should be able to name any term at all as AN. That N stands for any number. It could be 1, 2, 3, it could be 50, 100, whatever I want. The next guy in line would be N plus 1. Just like this. 3, the next one in line is 3 plus 1, which is 4. There are 3 ways that we can actually write these. We're going to use nth term notation, recursive notation, and function notation. The nth term notation I think is the best for the arithmetic sequence. And all you have to do is memorize this easy formula. AN, which is my any term at all, is going to be my A1, which is my first term, plus my difference. What's that difference? Oh, that's the 3, N minus 1. Every single time. This is going to work for you. Where this is my first term, and this is my change. The recursive one basically is going to try and get you a new term by looking at the old term. So if I want a new term, like one right here, what do I have to do to my old term? So if this is my new, this is my old. Well, easy. My old term, every single term needs to add 3. So I need to take my old term plus 3. So plus my change, which is the D, the difference. So in notation, what we're actually going to write is we're going to do it like this. We're going to have an AN plus 1 equals AN plus my change. Another way you can do this, I don't want to be too confusing, but this is the same way as writing AN equals AN minus 1 plus D. These are identical, and they're my recursive method. Function method might be the easiest because it's a throwback to the linear equation. So I take f of x equals mx plus b, where m is going to be my change and b is my start. So this is my change and b is my start. So in other words, for this one, I would start at 4, so b would be 4, and my change is 3. So if you wanted to, my equation would be f of x is a change of 3, start at 4 for this one right here. We'll have more videos looking in depth.